I put like my heart and soul into that friendship with Nick and with Dev. And then one day I wake up and I don't get to talk to them ever again.
I want you guys to forgive me if I get a little sad throughout this video. Oh my god, it's happening again. I've tried to record this video like 7 different times, but the tears just come out. So earlier today, I got a DM on Twitter, and in case you guys don't know, yes, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. That's literally the only social medias I have. It's definitely the best way to reach me. They're linked below in case you guys want to follow it. And I got this DM, and it says, ethanisonline did a stream a couple of days ago talking about the whole Nick's Not Green situation and a lot more. But in case you guys don't remember, ethanisonline and Nick's Not Green used to be really good friends until ethanisonline's girlfriend came out, accused Super Mega of some insane stuff. But then Turkey Tom and a few other YouTubers started talking about the whole situation, explaining it, breaking it down, calling out inconsistencies. Next to Green, another YouTuber, he completely stopped posting for like 6 months because he made, I believe, 4 or 5 videos. First calling Super Mega out and making fun of them, then apologizing, then being like all of the content is harmful, and then being like, I'm sorry to everyone. Just really confusing. Next to Green should have never got involved in this situation. And if you ask me, yo, what do you think happened here? I think Ethan and Lex told Nick to make that video because at the time, and even to this day, Nick's the bigger creator, and they used to have a band together, which is honestly one of the greatest bands of all time. You know, right next to Metallica, Ghost, Green Day, the Beatles. The Beatles suck compared to Queef Jerky.
In the toilet, I make a brown, yeah. In the ocean, yeah.
And it seems like the band is over.
Do you still fuck with Queef Jerky? I know people have been really curious, and like, I haven't found like a great time to really talk about it, because like, how do you? It's not like I've been trying to like hide it or anything. It's just hard to make that space and know that people are actually going to understand, metabolize what I'm saying. It's a whole thing, and it's very upsetting, and honestly, like, it makes me really sad to like even think about. And I'm not trying to like start anything. What did you think of Nick's new video? I didn't even know he posted. And I don't really care anymore. Lex talked about it in her last video, kind of specifically what happened between those two, and I think like the inference is pretty clear. Don't feel like you have to talk about it. It's something that I feel like I should talk about. I don't want to watch the hate videos.
Something that I said, and a lot of other YouTubers said in the commentary scene, if you will, is that the Nick's Not Green apology was warranted. It was needed because the stuff that he covered with Super Mega was covered absolutely horrible. Horrible isn't the right word. It was beyond terrible and disgusting, so much so that he had to make 4 to 5 videos retracting information, apologizing, and then leaving the internet. That's how bad he handled the situation. And the thing that Ethan doesn't seem to understand is that it's okay to apologize. We all fuck up from time to time. We all take L's from time to time. It's okay to apologize if you do or say something wrong. Nick apologized, and he seems to be extremely upset about that. That was the right thing to do. Nick knew he fucked up, so he apologized, unlike Ethan or Lex, who continue to double and triple down on this.
I don't want to watch the hate videos. I think a lot of people are in that boat. Not that they even know anything. They literally get everything wrong. Every hate video is just factually wrong. That's the funniest part about them. Not one hater video has ever gotten like even like where I come from right. Like, they don't know anything about me.
I'm guessing here he's referring to the Turkey Tom video. And that's like, if you think that's so wrong, if you think that video shit and he got stuff wrong, why don't you respond to it? You know, you have a platform, respond to it. Don't just hide behind Twitter and type stuff such as this one, which I found pretty interesting. This is Turkey Tom's Twitter, and Ethan says, "You are a pedophile." That was literally a few days ago. What is this? And this is extremely ironic, and we'll get back to this in a bit, but it's extremely ironic that this guy was crying a few months ago when he was defending EDP, and everyone was calling you a pedophile, which I don't think you're a pedophile, by the way. I just want to put it out there. I don't think you are. You're such a weird individual for making that video, being like, oh my god, they're harassing EDP. But Ethan is out here making tweets like these.
And like I said, I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. But like, what happened is what happened. I've seen zero hate about you that I can source. It's so weird. Yeah. If you even like try, it makes your brain melt. Because it's all sourced from other commentary YouTubers that are ultimately just lying. Like, that, you get down to it, there's lying.
Something that you guys got to keep in mind is that he's streaming on Twitch. He really doesn't have that big of a following. A few hundred people were watching him. So this is like his core core audience, the die-hard fans, will literally go to World War III with ethanisonline t-shirts just to defend him. You know, I don't want to watch criticism videos on you because they're all haters. I mean, sure, you can say that about me or a Cheeto, but there's legit criticism. So if you type ethanisonline, we have this video. This is the top one. We have his videos, and we get ethanisonline should log off, banger video, obesity crisis, ethanisonline, and commentary paradox. I was in this video, by the way. Just wanna, if you want to watch it, I was in this. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, there's a lot of valid criticism. And do you think people just hate you because we're bored and there's nothing else to talk about, dude? There's legit criticism against you. You decide to ignore it because we're all haters. You know what, Ethan? This would have never happened, in my opinion, right? Because I'm an egomaniac. But this would have never happened in a million years had you not done your retarded video trying to take down other YouTubers just because you didn't like their sense of humor. I believe, once again, because I'm an egomaniac, that this is where his downfall started. If you're gonna make a hit piece like that, I will literally piss on your grave, on your YouTube grave, because I don't take this personal, but you did try to fuck with me, Ethan. Not trying to sound like an edgy 12-year-old Sigma male Andrew Tate version of myself, but you gotta be careful who you make videos on, dude.
Brought it up, but I've been looking for an opportunity to at least like share my side, or like not even my side, just like give my piece on it, because I know it is a question that people have, and like I've obviously like deleted a bunch of old shit, not videos or anything, just like I deleted all my TikToks, I deleted a lot of Instagram posts, partially because people were brigading them, calling me a fucking pedophile, which is disgusting and completely wrong and literally a lie.
Ethan, what is this? So you're mad when you make a horrible video defending pedophiles, but you're calling Turkey Tom a pedophile for no reason. You know, that's a pretty crazy thing to say. Like, I could do the same thing right now. Should I? Should I just tweet Ethan is online as a pedophile? Or would that be considered slander? But if Ethan does it, it's okay. It's a joke. Extremely ironic.
I'm just talking about some stuff that I was involved in with some former friends of mine. Drama YouTube completely fucked up the entire story and got everything wrong. And got, you know, tons of harassment sent Lex's way, which was the goal. I noticed your comments were calling you slurs, and a week later your posts were gone. I mean, yeah. Creative differences, that's not what happened. Yeah, I'll get into it. I mean, I don't talk to those guys. I don't talk to Dev, I don't talk to Nick. And that's not my choice.
This sounds like it was one of the best decisions Nick made, honestly. Just cutting off this insane, toxic maniac of a person that is ethanisonline. Listen, I don't like Nick, and I don't think he likes me, and I really don't care. It's not like I'm gonna lose sleep over it. Like, no, Nick's not green, doesn't like me. It's over. Time to kill my... No, like, I'm glad Nick realized how toxic, insane Ethan was, enough to just ghost him and cut him off. Like, this guy still hates Super Mega. He still calls them rape apologists. He still thinks the same way he did back when everything went down. Ethan seems miserable to be around with, and he always looks like he's in pain or he's been crying for like a whole week straight.
Some of you guys might know that Nick covered what happened with Lex's story. His first video was sort of a recap of what had come out and an overview of the subreddit of the guys that covered up what happened, and really talking about how the subreddit was making fun of them. And he engaged in a lot of similar making fun of, but he didn't lie. He didn't get anything wrong. Then their responses came out, and they lied about everything. I mean, bar for bar, line by line, lying through their teeth. And I think Nick believed them, but wouldn't tell me. At least for some things. Because his second video, he didn't come back to check anything. He didn't come back to be like, you know, whose side is right? He actually didn't speak to Lex once. She talked about this in her video.
I don't know. To me, it looks like Ethan wanted Nick to agree with him blindly, just to support him, no matter what happens, no matter what Super Mega comes out with, whether they're telling the truth, lying. Always found this extremely interesting. Even though ethanisonline is dating Lex, he never made a video on his main channel or his second channel talking about this. Why not? You only gave the idea to Nick and he did it, and look how that ended for him. His whole channel fucking crashed and burned. You could have made a video on it, but you didn't. Why not? Genuine question. Like, I know that if that was my girlfriend and all of this was going down, I wouldn't want fucking a Cheeto talking about this unless he's involved. She's my girlfriend. I'll talk about it. That's what I would have done. It just makes more sense to me. And that is why you don't make your dating life public, guys. Never doing that shit, ever. What was Ethan talking about when all of this was going down? He was talking about lady ballers. TikTok influencers love this stupid robot. I would like to know why Ethan never talked about it here.
Nick's second video comes out about the situation, and he's like conforming to their narrative that contradicts what Lex said, but doesn't like fact check any of it. With us, with Lex, he just like, you know. And he continued to conform more and more to that narrative as people were harassing him, making insane videos that they make about me all the time. And this is before I ever had anything like that. So I don't think he trusted me when I told him it would go away or that it isn't important to focus on. Because I was comparing it to how people treat Hassan, which is very accurate. It's very similar. The way people were lying about Nick was disgusting. The way they were using him in their thumbnails was racist and disgusting.
Why racist and disgusting? Why? Because he's a brown boy? What the fuck is this? Yeah, Ethan, I would never understand why people don't want to be around you. Now I'm curious. Let me do some detective work. Nick's not green. You guys are watching this in real time. Let's do this. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so this was a pretty big one. Nick's agreeing is a wolf in sheep's clothing. How is this racist? How the fuck is this racist? But, you know, maybe there is a racist one. I don't know. Nick's green just hit a new low. Is he referring to the turkey top? I swear to God, if this is what he's referring to, nah, this can't be it. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's so racist in the thumbnails. Like, I'm legitimately, you know, being honest here. But here I am. That's a certified banger, by the way. Not racist. Not racist. Like, what is Ethan on about? How are these thumbnails racist in the first place? Genuine question. I mean, I'm sure Ethan is just referring to one that he saw. You know, maybe that's it.
The way people were lying about Nick was disgusting. The way they were using him in their thumbnails was racist and disgusting. Almost every single video. Without exception.
Now, that is a crazy thing to say when I can't find one racist thumbnail here. Like, which one's the racist one? Can't find a single racist thumbnail here. You're lying. You're a fucking liar. Find me more than 5 racist thumbnails that got decent views. You know where to find me, dude. Stop lying to your audience. What a fucking liar this guy is. All of them with no exception.
And he continued making posts and videos about it when I asked him not to. Because he kept getting shit wrong, which would send harassment to Lex. Or he would post an Instagram story that, you know, might not be that bad, but is something that people are screenshotting, making videos about, and harassing Lex with. And I told him to stop, and he didn't. I sat him down and I said, you have to stop talking about this. I said, just stop. He had made 4 videos or something. And I was like, dude, you keep getting stuff wrong and you're not talking to the person involved. You have to stop. And he literally implied that I was trying to control him or something. He completely flipped it on me and was acting like I was trying to do something to him. And I was like so defeated to the point where I was like, you need to like just talk to Lex. Just talk to Lex. I don't even want to have this conversation with you. Just please talk to Lex. And I asked him to apologize for getting shit wrong, for sending people to harass her, obviously he didn't mean to do this, and I was trying to be very understanding. And he refused.
I mean, Ethan, you gotta chill out here. It's just YouTube drama, dude. Like, you have some anger issues. I think you need to go to a psychologist. You gotta breathe, and then you gotta let it go. It happened 10 months ago. Yeah, Nick is extremely based for this. I would have completely cut this guy off. Like, this feels like the 9/11 conspiracy theory that it was an inside job. It low-key feels like this was Ethan's plan all along. Like, yeah, you talk about it, Nick. You run the story, and I'll just chill here and talk about why Penguin's Hero was wrong about art. It literally feels like it was an inside job to destroy to destroy the Nick's Not Green YouTube channel. You know, this whole situation completely destroyed Nick's channel, and Nick has said a few times that this is his job, and he hasn't been able to make a living from YouTube for about 6 to 7 months now. And you know, he's made quite a bit of money. I'm sure he's not going to go homeless anytime soon, but still, he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars thanks to all of this.
And eventually he told me it was just too stressful. He said, I can't even talk about this with you guys because it's so stressful for me. And I sent him like the longest message. I was like, dude, like, I'm just telling you you're wrong for this. And it was a very long message about, like, you know, the shit that Lex had gone through, the shit that I had gone through, and that had never been put on him. Not once, even when we could have. But his pushback was put on us because we had a problem with why he was getting it, which was him getting shit wrong. Just talk. And it was too much.
Okay, not trying to be funny here, but why am I getting the same energy from like a chubby 6-year-old kid who wanted a candy bar but his mom said no? It seems like Nick just got fed up with this. It feels like he was just so done with the situation. Video after video after video keep digging himself a bigger hole, and it feels like he had enough. It's something that just popped into my head right now, is that I find it even more interesting that when Nick was getting all of this backlash from everyone, Ethan never made a video defending Nick or his girlfriend. At the end of the day, she's not dating Nick, she's dating you. Why did you not come out and defend her on your platform, dude? I don't know. Am I supposed to feel bad for Ethan? Like, am I supposed to take out the tissues and cry and be like, poor Ethan, can we please get some justice for him? Grown-ass man right here.
And then he made his last video. After he ghosted me completely. He never responded to me, never once. I've tried to talk through mutual connections, never heard anything back. He made another video about it where he apologized to the guys that covered it up by name. Didn't mention Lex's name once, calls her the victim. And he's apologizing for starting drama when it was about how they covered up sexual assault. And that, I mean, fucking...
Like, you're literally the only person who's still talking about this, and the only person that's willing to die on that hill and embarrassing yourself along the way, having a full mental breakdown in front of a few hundred people. Listen, your audience, they're not your BFFs. Dude, you gotta learn that. Stop venting. Like, actually, please keep it going. This is going to do quite well for the channel. And dude, this is just embarrassing. Stick to what you do best, and that is putting out shitty ass videos like fake fruit is taking over TikTok.
Dev unfollowed me on stuff. I don't know if on everything, but on Instagram, I think, and TikTok. And I was just like, I kept seeing her when I pulled up my TikToks because I didn't unfollow her because she never even fucking spoke a word to me. I mean, she was sending me memes the day that Nick was like cutting me off. But I never heard anything back from those two. And I never made a penny on anything I did with them.
Damn, looks like Nick is actually low-key better than I thought now. Once we all saw the real situation, it made perfect sense for people to start forgiving Super Mega and for them to come back. Which, yeah, they've come back since then. So Ethan is just mad that people stop believing them. What I'm getting here is that Ethan is upset that his friends wouldn't stick around for the shitstorm. They decided to walk away, apologize, and leave. Unlike Ethan and Lex that stayed, and well, we know how that went. ethanisonline wanted Nick's Not Green to stay around, even though everything came out and it exposed some of Lex's lies, and it gave a lot more context to the situation. Ethan wanted Nick to stay around for that. Nick didn't want to be there because he's smart. He apologized, dipped. But yeah, this is probably the worst day of my life. Queef Jerky is over. How will I survive without them? There's 2 concerts I regret not going to. That is seeing Michael Jackson when I was a little kid back in 2009. And the second one is Queef Jerky in LA. Heartbreaking. I don't know if I'm ever going to recover from this. But with that said, what do you guys think of the situation? Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you next time, alright? Peace out. And Nick, if you're watching, I want to be the 3rd or 4th member of Queef Jerky. If you need some line X representation, you know where to find me.